King.
Hi, I'm Carrie.
And I'm Dee Dee.
And this is the Carrie and Dee Dee Show.
Hello.
So, we, maybe, what was it, 2 weeks ago, we were on Facebook, and we have a lot of Facebook friends, and one of the Facebook friends put up an abortion. An actual abortion. I think it was maybe like a late term abortion where the baby was
like a second trimester. She had to be in a.
Yeah, I mean, this baby had to be like 5 months in the womb.
Oh.
It was a situation in itself, and I must not. I can't. I mean, there aren't words for what we saw, and I wish I had the video to post it in a corner to actually show you guys what it is. I've always been one to say it's your body, you do what you want. But after looking at that, it's still your body, you do what you want. But after looking at that, I literally thought to myself, maybe if you don't want the child, maybe you could, instead of aborting the child at that late, maybe you could just give the child to a family member or put it up for adoption or something, because what was seen there, that was really, really, really harsh.
And I don't know how many people have actually, had abortions, or how many people have actually seen one. But this is my first time. This was my first time actually seeing a real live abortion. Like, it was really, she just delivered a baby that was killed. Like, literally, they took the baby out of her. The baby's poor life was just lifeless. Just
the body was just. I've been through watching my wife with 7 children, and I've seen the baby come out each time, and what I saw there.
I saw that, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. And just even thinking about it, it just is kind of hard, because it's like, now I'm looking at this baby. This is the baby. The head was like still in the sack at first, right?
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it at first.
They had to dislodge
and
the
then
head.
When they
looked like she stuck something in there and kind of broke its neck or something.
The baby was just laying there, little poor arms, and the body just was like.
It was lifeless.
It's like, just to see that, and just to imagine that this child was alive.
And this was a full. I mean, this baby had to be like 22 inches long.
Just thinking about it,
this is like third trimester or something, because this baby was. I mean, we have 7 children. I've seen them come in the world. This baby was at least 20 inches long. This was a baby. This was
you could tell the mother, because her stomach was pretty big.
Yeah. And
it's like she just delivered. They killed the baby and she just delivered it. It's like, I have to say that it is,
your life,
your choice, your life. I'm not saying that's, if that's something you want to do, fine. But, because that's how I always felt. I've always felt like, especially in cases where, somebody was raped. In cases where you were raped and you felt like you don't want to have that baby. I always felt like, you shouldn't be forced to have that child, and it wasn't your intention. It wasn't your intention to get pregnant. Somebody stole that from you. Somebody raped you and got you pregnant. And I always felt like, if that's something that you want to do, you don't want to keep that. Okay, I can understand that. Which I can still kind of understand it, but just seeing the baby just laying there, that this baby could have been alive, I just had to feel like, just have the baby. That's just my opinion. Give it up for adoption, something like that, because that is a life. And seeing that baby laying there just confirms that, yes, this is a human being. This is a life. It's murder. It's like, just to see that child laying there, it kind of reinforces the fact that this is a child. And you know, I think sometimes people don't think of it like that because they don't see the baby and they feel like, you know, they can't. But it's just, I just know one thing. I saw that and I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. I just felt like
she started bawling real
I
hard.
couldn't take it. I was so surprised. I was like, I couldn't take it. It's just like because I have children, and there are lots of other parents out there, and just to imagine, you know, if that was my child, it's like and especially in this case, maybe it's because this, but I mean, once you hear the heartbeat, you know that's a living thing inside of you. It's like, but to see that baby just laying there, like the little arms, the body just laying there, that baby, it's like that and that's a life. Like you just, man, it's hard. It was hard to watch. I tell you that. It was hard to watch. And I just felt like, man, I couldn't do it. And I don't, you know, it's like, I know people who had abortions. I know people who had several abortions, but it's like, I never really looked at it as in depth as I did by seeing, you know, after I saw this video. It's like that was just harsh to watch. And I just felt so bad for the child. I mean, that child didn't have a chance. You know, at least, you know, give that child a chance. You could have gave the baby up to somebody else, but at least give them the chance at life. So that's all I have to say about that. It's not that I'm trying to tell people what to do or anything like that, but it's just for me, just seeing that, you know, I'd never seen anything like that. The closest thing that I've seen to a child, like a, you know, a dead baby, was when my mother lost a child. She had a miscarriage, and the baby was so small, but it was a miscarriage, and that's the thing, you know, that's not the same as you know, an abortion.
Yeah.
The baby was premature. She lost the baby, miscarried you know, when the baby was, you know, small, but I could still see that it was a small baby. But this baby was like almost there, like in the body, just laying there. It's like,
so late.
Oh man, I just couldn't take it.
I'm not gonna tell anybody what to do.
I couldn't take it.
It's just before you think about doing it,
just
really go and surf the net and see what happens here. And if you still make your mind up to do it, it's your life.
Right. Because I don't want people to get the
choice.
misconception that, hey, I'm not, you know, saying don't do, because I don't know your situation. But just for me, just to see, you know, just to see that, because I've never seen it, you know, never seen anything close to that. It's just like, wow. Like, I just couldn't imagine. Like, I couldn't imagine. It really just took me. I just couldn't do it. It's like, looking at the woman laying on the bed, it looked like she was just giving birth, really. It looked like they was just, you know, pulling the baby out of it. It's the same process, really. I'm pretty sure they gave her epidural.
Yeah, she was on her side.
They gave her something in her back for pain because they was pulling the baby out, and I don't know what they did.
I mean, they were really pulling a baby out.
So they had to pull the baby out. That shows you the baby was good. That baby looked like the size of one of my babies when they were born. Mm-hmm. So I know I didn't know that they could do abortions so like that far along.
Neither. I heard late term. I thought late term mean like 4 months or, you know,
man,
3 months. I didn't know that.
That shit had to be like
full term baby.
I don't know,
like
7, 8 months.
Yeah, because this baby was
good size, and oh my god,
big.
every time
I was
could
this
see
big. I mean, it was a baby. I've 7 times this was a baby. This was a person.
The baby would just come out, and the body just was,
and it was so,
like that.
My gosh, it was so limp. It was sad. I was sad.
I can't.
I was looking at my children.
That image
I was like,
in my head for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Like 3 days. I couldn't sleep good. It's like I'm picturing this child just laying there dead. Like it didn't come into the world. They killed him or her. It's like the baby was killed. And it's like, man, I couldn't process that. I couldn't process that video. So, you know, all I can say is like, whatever is your choice, is your choice. You know, like I say, we never try to tell people what to do because it's your life. But I would definitely reconsider, you know, like just having a baby and giving a baby up for adoption or something.
And who knows? You might go to full term and be like, you know what, this is my baby.
Or keep, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
that's
keep my baby.
solely up to you, and it's not, passing any judgment or anything. But it's just when I
And literally, no judgment to you.
no, because if it's
If-
if it's like I said, we don't know if for people who have to do that, we don't know your story. We're not judging, but it's just for me to see that, and I've never seen it before. It was a bit shocking, but it was kind of harsh to watch.
Because it really did look like he just had a baby.
Yeah, it was just harsh to watch that child just lay there. That was a hard thing for me to see, but
Yeah, it almost makes us feel like we're far away from this video. That's how it was. It was like, whoa.
And I know plenty of people probably seen that, seen it already, like seen some type of situation or even have been through it. It's just I've never seen it, and I was kind of devastated, really, because I had never, just to see and visualize that this is what's happening. I don't know really who posted that video up, but it really took me by surprise. I really didn't want to watch. I really didn't. I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was like once I saw the baby just come out limp like that, and that was a child just sitting there. It's like, wow, like I can't even really process it all even now. It's because I can picture that child just laying there, and this is something that didn't have to be done. That child could have lived. And if you whatever your situation
Looking
was,
at it from where we are, yeah, the child could have lived. But like we said, we don't know your story. We don't know the story behind that. So,
but it was just sad to see. That's all.
It
was just sad to see, and I just wanted to. I had to talk about it because I had seen it and just didn't know what to say. Like because I was wanting to just say, if that's what you need to do, do it. But and I still feel like if it's your choice and it's something that you need to do, then that's fine. If you can deal with that, fine. But for me, it's just like it's something that I just couldn't do.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
Because especially by seeing that, it just made it harder. But
all right, well, we
we're not trying to ruin nobody's day.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that out. I wanted to share that with y'all because it was difficult to watch because I'd never seen it. But we just wanted to share that with y'all. And, we're not trying to make it sound all sad and make people sad or anything like that. But it was just something hard to watch. And we wanted to share that. And that was it.
All right. You guys have a good night. And our day.